Yeah, it's the roofie drama. Let's watch. Let's watch, chat. I'm curious. I don't go outside, so maybe I can get educated on what it's like to go outside, and then I can never do it. Because this shit scares the living fuck out of me. Yeah, roofie parties are very common. Chat, it's time to learn. Time to get educated. Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Twitchcon is the biggest streamer convention held yearly. It's also ridiculously expensive, but guys,
$239. Holy fuck, man.
guys, don't worry, it's worth it. I mean, you get to meet your role model. Your idols, the people you look up to, your favorite streamers. But if you happen to go as the streamer, it's even better because you're getting to meet up with your wonderful fans and your coworkers. You also get to be directly harassed on stream by someone trying to get some clout.
Oh my god, I felt so uncomfortable when I saw this clip. This guy was like stuffing his face and then licked his fingers or something. I would have slapped him. I think I would fucking dropkick them, man. I think I would have dropkicked them. Yeah, he bit his nipple and licked his hand or something.
Yes, this popular streamer is getting his nipple kissed without his consent. That's right, TwitchCon, everybody. Make sure to come next year. Yeah, there was a lot of harassment this year. It was a disaster, guys. It was so many streamers got harassed.
One of them asked my 12-year-old daughter to go to the clubs with her. They're banned. I would have filed for harassment. Nah, I would have beat the shit out of him or something. I don't know if I could handle that. That's disgusting.
People ran after them, trying to make their own content. It was really pathetic. But ignore all that, it's just noise. As we know, the convention itself is nothing more than an excuse to just go to San Diego with all your fellow streamers and party like there's no tomorrow. This isn't just exclusive to TwitchCon. Every convention kind of works that way. As a streamer, the real way to grow your network, meet new friends, and create new business opportunities doesn't happen in the convention itself. It happens behind closed doors in the parties or hotel rooms, but we're
Yes!
not here to talk about that. There are so many parties and mixers and lunches and dinners. It's ridiculous. But now imagine being a smaller streamer and getting access to a party that is highly exclusive, with top DJ performers and an RSVP list that is checked on a case-by-case basis to see whether you're famous enough to attend and you somehow get approved. You'll meet large creators, successful creators, creators that you might be a mega fan of. This is a dream come true, and I'm sure you'd be expecting the party of a lifetime. You surely wouldn't be expecting someone to spike your drink with a very powerful drug when you're not looking.
Okay, hold on. To be fair, it's really easy to spike drinks. I watched a TikTok of a woman who demonstrated how easy it is to do. It's not easy to vet someone being a piece of shit. Yeah, like you can't have eyes on everything all the time. Use the cup condom. Yeah, you have to use like special equipment if you're gonna do that shit. Never leave your drink unattended. It's not even that. There's this woman, oh my gosh, it was scary. She had this special device. She's just talking and she just kind of like flexes her hand like behind her back. So that you can't see what she's doing, even though the person is watching their drink and you can't even register that it's happening. You can literally do that even while you're holding the cup. If you're looking directly at it, there's ways that you can't track. This is why I don't fucking go outside, chat.
Point where you can't even move your lips at some point because your entire body is limp. You also wouldn't be expecting the fire marshals to show up because somehow this exclusive party with very limited space got overcrowded.
And also, you can overdose and die from it. Just don't drink, brother. Your name is Akuma for Numi, and you're saying just don't drink alcohol. Shut up! Let people have fun, man. I don't drink personally, but like, come on, man.
And finally, you also
Super
would be
cool.
expecting the party organizer to find your post on Twitter complaining about this and double down while being extremely defensive and making a complete clown out of himself. Yeah, these things actually happened. It's a
Of course.
catastrophe. So let's talk about it. So as I mentioned, when it comes to conventions, it's really just all about the parties happening around it. But when you go to a convention as a VTuber, it's not really as straightforward as a normal streamer going there. One of the main reasons why they are VTubers in the first place is for anonymity. They want to keep their real identity secret. So they'll either go there virtually, meeting up their fans through a screen, or they'll go physically, but make sure to wear a mask or a cap or sunglasses or something to stay.
I'd want to do what I like Iron Mouse does, man. I'd want to do like the booth or like walking around as like, or like what Fillion does and get carried on an iPad. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I would pay someone to do that. Yeah, it would be fun. Yeah, like do it for content, walk around. Get the Roomba. That'd be cool. No, but like to go back on the whole drinking thing, I know that people are probably being sarcastic and be like, oh my god, just don't drink. There are people who unironically think that you can spike anything, even water. People are fucking sick. And it takes one person fucking up, like being a fuck up or being a freak. They might be a completely normal person on like the surface level, and then they decide one day, they're like, this is the day I'm gonna do it. It's horrible. I didn't mean to shit on like that person like directly. Like, I know Numi drinks, it's a joke, and like you're probably being sarcastic, but like, there's people who do that. They're like, oh my god, these women are just asking for it. They just go to parties and they're just acting like hoes. It's like, dude, let people have fun, man. Let people have fucking fun, man. There's a special nail polish women can get where they can dip their nail in the drink to test if someone put something in it. Yeah, that too. If I go to Twitchcon next time with my iPad, will you pay me for carrying you around on my iPad? It's a possibility. We'll think about it, man. We'll think about it. That'd be cool, though. That'd be cool.
Actually, meeting up their fans through a screen. Or they'll go physically, but make sure to wear a mask or a cap or sunglasses or something to stay incognito, and only take off these things with people they trust, with friends who understand their situation. This is why they can't just go to any party at TwitchCon, right? Because not all of them understand their precarious situation of having to stay anonymous. People could be streaming there, taking pictures, whatever. They have to go to a party that understands privacy. That's where this highly
Trust no bitches, man. Trust no one.
Exclusive party came in, called the After Party Blurp X Melt. It was hosted on Thursday, September 19th from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. It was a private event. You would have to register on this website and hope that they approve you, because they would look at everyone from a case-by-case basis. And yes, the amount of followers you had and the amount of viewers you would get played a big role in whether you would get accepted or not. There were exceptions, of course, just like any party, but you definitely had to be a Twitch partner minimum. Because let's see the description. It says, the TwitchCon Partner After Party, come hang with some of the top creators and brands in the industry. Enjoy music with Twitch's top DJ creators in the main lobby, or relax on the rooftop terrace to network and meet other creators and brands.
That's actually a really good point. What if you like have someone with like a badge and then you like trade it? What if they get like a special voice changer that could impersonate you? Because like they can't really like prove that it's you because you're a VTuber or whatever. Yeah. It's kind of terrifying to think about, to be honest. Unless you have a very distinctive like look. Like for example, like Cinder. Like Cinder looks like fucking Cinder, like our own model. So like it's kind of hard. If the QR codes don't expire, apparently there's a QR code to get in people that people shared. Oh my god. You don't have Smuggalata on your ID. Yep.
Brands. And then they add, we have zero tolerance for physical, verbal, or sexual harassment. This includes non-consensual touching, violence, discriminatory language, or any behaviors that have a negative impact on the experience or the physical safety of other guests. If a problem or concern arises, guests are encouraged to locate a staff member for assistance. While on the dance floor, we encourage guests to keep conversations to a minimum and phones in their pockets. Just keep this paragraph in mind because it'll be even funnier later, okay?
Yeah, didn't they have to call the police department, the fire department for overcrowding? Gee, clueless. I wonder why.
So from the rules, it says 21 plus must show ID at the door. No streaming inside the venue. This is a very important thing for VTubers who want to stay anonymous and not get caught in someone's stream. And plus ones are allowed, but must have their own accepted RSVP as well. Which should be a good thing because it means that no one random is going to be showing up as a +1 either. Everyone is going to be vetted manually. Keep all of this in mind for later.
Yeah.
So this is hosted by Blurp and Meld Studio. Meld Studio is nothing more than the sponsor Blurp was partnering with, but this is really Blurp's party. This wasn't really the first time Blurp had made a TwitchCon type party. He had made 2 last year during TwitchCon 2023 in Las Vegas, and they were big successes as far as I can tell. The first one being a masquerade event, and the second one being a paid VIP party. So Blurp is someone with an established reputation. This is why people had high expectations and so many high-profile VTubers went there. It unfortunately ended in complete disaster. Now this all started when Hades, a VTuber from the Mythos agency, made one tweet saying, "I think I was drugged at the bar." She then clarified with this tweet saying, "An update. I am awake now. We don't know what actually happened to me last night other than I just wasn't okay. I was in no state to go to the hospital as I don't have insurance, and so I did not receive any tests to see if I had something in my system. We only suspect my drink may have been spiked due to how sick and horrible and drunk I felt after only 2 drinks even 3 to 4 hours out from leaving the bar. I felt very wrong and
That definitely sounds like a spiked drink. It does.
overall not okay. I was in a terrible headspace and honestly should not have been tweeting, and I apologize for anyone I may have worried. Thankfully, my friends took care of me, so I am safe no matter what caused me to feel that way." So this probably happened in a bar around downtown, not too far from where TwitchCon was being held, and it's a very unfortunate reality. This is why you have to keep your eye on your drink at all times, and even then, it's not enough sometimes. That's why you're meant to be with friends, and that's exactly what Hades had done. She was with a bunch of different VTubers from.
We watched an entire freaking YouTube video on a big guy who's a fit guy who got his shit spiked probably, and then they murked him because he went all by himself and he probably got picked up. Remember that? The Tyler Oliveira video? Yeah. No joke, bro.
Mythos, and they were able to get her out of there safely. And thankfully, nothing crazy had happened.
Yeah,
but then, all of a sudden, Imuki, a different VTuber, quote-tweeted that update from Hades and said this: "I was also roofied last night at a VIP party. I'm safe and okay, had a wonderful group of friends to help me. Stay safe, gamers, and cover your drinks."
I will say that I don't agree with 21 plus rule because you have streamers that are under 21 who are best friends with VTubers that are older than 21 are not going to have fun with their friends. I think that to go to the bar, then you should present ID. Okay, you're probably not from America because 21 is the age that you have to be to drink. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, we're in America, that's the rule. If they were in EU, then it's 18 or whatever. Yeah, sorry. They don't care where you're from, it's 21. And also, another thing, in Europe, most party clubs are over 21. It's not 18. Yeah, most clubs. I know that for a fact. When I was a kid, I remember one of my friends had an older sister and she was 21 and you had to be 21 and show ID for party clubs. Because even though the drinking age was 18, it was 21 plus. I don't know. They can get trouble if they have 21s in their bars in the States. Yeah, it's just weird. Not in Germany, it's 18 plus for clubs. Are you guys fucking not listening to me? There are clubs that are 21 plus. It just depends on what club you go to. I literally just explained it. I'm not saying that there's clubs that don't exist that are 18 in Europe. And this was in America, so stop arguing.
Now all of a sudden, this isn't just some random bar. California. This is a VIP party. So as many people were wondering what the hell had happened exactly, Imuki adds this: I've been roofied before, so I knew the signs. I couldn't move my entire body for—
You've been roofied before? Nah, I would not go outside. If I got roofied once, I would not go outside after that. That's just me though, she brave.
For a good 40 minutes. Thankful for the friends I have, but genuinely fuck Blurp for having drink covers and not giving them out. I'll talk about it when I get home more, but I'm just shaken up and pissed my friends had to carry my limp body back to the Airbnb when we just wanted to have a nice party. Do better, Blurp.
Damn.
So first off, really unfortunate that you got roofied before and know exactly how it feels. And second off, she was directly saying that this was Blurp's fault for not handing out drink covers when they were already present at the party. Not only
for having drink covers and not giving them out. Yeah, that's really on them. If they have proof of that, that's dumb.
is this a massive accusation, but we also confirmed she was talking about the highly exclusive after party hosted by Blurp. Things were getting serious now. A couple days later, after Mookie went back home and had time to process, she finally posts her statement. Here's what it had to say. My statement about being roofied at the 2024 Friday TwitchCon Blurp VIP party, trigger warning. To start with, this was mostly a Vtuber party full of larger creators who were not wearing their usual facial disguises and coverings, meaning we all thought it was a safe space to vibe and meet other creators. And it was, for a little. About 2 hours into it, the party started getting a bit more crowded, and I remembered thinking I didn't see this many people on the guest list we all registered for. In other words, the security to a VIP party was shit. One of my close friends noticed their water tasted funny and only took a few sips but started feeling off, which I knew was most likely a low-grade roofie. While waiting for their Uber with them, I notified the security guard, who yelled at us for taking up the walkway, shaking my head, that she was most likely roofied. Shortly after she was picked up, it hit me hard. Now for context, I have been roofied before, so I know how it feels, but this was something much more severe. Once I started feeling heavy and unable to read well, I immediately ran to the bartenders, who I befriended, to let them know I'd been roofied and to take precautions. I was informed at that point that they had drink covers and were not handing them out. My friends, thank God they were there, had to carry my limp, hyperventilating body out of the party, which was soon blocked off by the fire marshals for overcrowding. For about 2 hours after that, I could only move my mouth, mumbling, and my eyelids. My point in this is that it was a VIP party with major creators there who felt it was a safe environment to demask. They had drink covers and did nothing, and security was shit and started letting God knows who in after a few hours. They had a responsibility to take care of us and did not. My con was ruined and I spent the rest of it shaken up and scared to drink anything but water. Do better, Blurp.
Well, they fucking roofied the water too. One of my close friends noticed their water tasted funny. You can roofie anything. It's horrible. That's why I don't fucking go outside, man.
So this wasn't just a roofie. This was one hell of a drug. Something way stronger than the usual. And I think regardless of your gender in this situation, I'm sure you can imagine how scary it is to only be able to move your eyelids and your lips barely, while the rest of your body stays limp. This is horrible. A complete horror story.
GHB.
But we were only left with more questions. How does a VIP party go so out of control so quickly? What were the fire marshals here for? Well, Blurp felt the need to reply to this post because it went viral. Here's what he had to say. Hey, Emuli. Great start. Already misspelling her name. This is the second case we've heard of someone that got their drink spiked, and we're so upset that happened to you and so glad you're recovering okay. Unfortunately, we did not have any drink covers for the party, nor did we communicate that we will have any. But at future...
That's not what you're... Oh my god, man! That's not what you're supposed to say! We didn't have... Actually, we didn't have any covers. Yes, for those that don't know, GHB is a very strong roofie. It's the word for a very strong roofie type of drug.
Parties will be sure to provide them. Please let us know if there's anything we can do to help you through this. Then Imuki replied. She said, first, it's Imuki. I'm not okay, and even without the drink covers, it was your responsibility at a VIP invite-only party with several big names to make sure the only people allowed in were on the list. Drink covers or not, this is on you. Blurpy did not let this die here. No, he had to reply again. saying, "Sorry, Imuki, it auto-corrected." Everyone that got in was manually approved by us and our sponsors. The venue capacity was 350 and we only let 325 on the roof, and at one point 15 had to wait for others to leave to get in. There were no +1s or otherwise that were allowed in without an invitation. We denied nearly 500 plus RSVPs for the event. There was security at check-in to get wristbands, security to get onto the elevators, and security to get onto the roof itself. We absolutely agree.
Sorry. What is it? Was it the mailman? Oh my god, it is! Oh my goodness! Dude, he grabbed the Ring doorbell! He gave it a little tap! Yeah, buddy, I know, good boy. See, chat, if you live by yourself, get a Ring doorbell. It's super helpful. Sorry, just for safety reasons. Check your mail. No, guys, it's not that important. It's fine.
Agree we should have had drink covers for all guests. As we stated in our direct message to you, we'd be happy to discuss options to make this right to you and any other guests that were affected. Now, I don't know about you, but this response does sound pretty damn passive-aggressive to me. And it's not the kind of reassuring statement you're meant to give to someone who just got roofied at one of your own parties. Oh yeah, we manually approved every guest on the list. We had security everywhere. Okay,
and then we denied 500 plus RSVPs. Holy shit! That doesn't sound very exclusive. Deny 500 plus RSVPs. Does anybody just get to get in then? Jesus, dude. You missed my dono. Can you give me a fucking second, man? Holy fuck. The theory is the bar had drink covers and Blurb didn't provide any. Drink covers were provided by request only. That's still fucking stupid. Why the fuck are you hosting a party and you don't provide drink covers? Why? I'm not getting one guide! They donated money, I gotta read it! I don't know, this shit makes me so mad. It's so incompetent and it's such bad PR. I hate it when people mishandle things. I don't know, maybe it's because my brother like did PR like at school, and it's just like annoying to like watch this shit happen. It's just like, who the fuck paid you this, man? Who the fuck paid you to do this?
And that's great. Now, how did a bioweapon make it through your security so easily? A drug that can knock every part of your body out for 2-
I mean, to be fair, smuggling a little fucking powder is not hard. They could have shoved it up their butt or something. However, the whole drink cover thing is unacceptable. Especially for a party that big.
2 hours or more. Good to know that you manually approved the person who did this coming into your party. Wonderful job. This only made him look like a clown. I mean, come on, what kind of response is that? There's also, of course, no mention of the fire marshals and the overcrowding incident, or the fact that she wasn't the only one who got roofied. Oh, and let's not forget how he ended his statement. We direct messaged you, we'd be happy to discuss it there. So in other words, we'd love for this to quiet down and isolate you so people stop talking about this. This is terrible. I mean, at this point, you're probably wondering, who the hell is Blurpy anyway? And
it's just Tangia. It's essentially Tangia, but a different one. 350 for a VIP party sounds like a lot. Yes, that's massive. 350 people in like a venue is a lot of people for a VIP party. Remember, problem with Blur statement is that they only let people that were invited. They wouldn't have gotten the fire marshal called on them. They didn't actually have good enough security and forces. Yes, they probably had like maybe like 3 security guards for 350 people. What if the barman was roofing people? What the covers will do? It's a preemptive measure. The more barriers you create to prevent roofing, the better chances people have to be safe. It's like taking contraceptive and then also having a condom on. It makes it so that there's less chance of you getting pregnant. There's still a 2% chance of you getting pregnant just on one thing, but if you top it off, that becomes a minuscule amount to top it off. It still can happen. Yeah, but you keep yourself fucking safe. The same thing with wearing a seatbelt. It doesn't say, there's a chance that you can still get a head injury, but it also prevents it. You can vet the bartender, but they could have a momentary lapse in judgment or a momentary change in psychology where they just decide to like freak out and like roofie everyone so that they can harm them. But it's a preventative measure. It's like vetting a bartender. It's the same thing as handing out, covers. Yeah, like what? It's crazy, man. No cameras? That's another thing. No cameras, no evidence, no police called on him. Damn.
Just some dude who made this app called Blurp for streamers. It allows you to play sounds during a stream to interact with the streamer and use custom AI text-to-speech voices. Blurpy is pretending like everything is going just fine, posting this on September 27th, asking, "Hey, who wants a follow?" And the tweet before that being, "Great party, great TwitchCon, thank you all for coming." This post...
Well, I mean, that's the... They already doubled down on telling him, like, actually, the coverage is your fault. We didn't provide coverage. I can't imagine they had a very good PR team. No cameras, no police report, no nothing. Roof P. I don't think famous VTubers that are mask off would want cameras, to be fair. Security cameras, though. I don't know, man. Okay, hold on. I understand what you're saying. But on the other hand, why would you want to be a big VTuber where there's no security cameras at a party? Then, like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's a double-edged sword, and I feel like for their own safety, like, if someone put a gun to my head, go to this party or don't go, but, like, you have to, like, be there as a person, I would say be like, no, that's not a good idea for my safety. If that makes sense. I'd be like, nuh-uh. Wouldn't security cameras be different, though? Well, I mean, like, if you want to be anonymous, you wouldn't want people to have access to your identity in that sense. But then also just don't go to the party. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
In particular, has many replies angry and disappointed over what had happened in the party. And what's interesting is that you find Blurpy contradicting himself. For example, someone replied with, "Cultivating a community sounds wonderful. Will those communities be protected from getting roofied at rooftop parties, or maybe actually see the drink covers that were provided and never handed out?" And Blurpy replies with this, saying, "We've heard of only one case of streamer that may have had their drink spiked."
But didn't they say there was 2 cases in the reply to Imuki or Emoki? Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
Have you personally heard of any others? This is interesting because she had posted this 2 days before he had posted that reply, calling out Blurp, saying she got roofied. So it's either Blurpy doesn't really know how to count, or there are more and more people coming out with roofie stories than he can keep track of. Now, Falside also made a video on the situation and reached out to Redclaw, another VTuber that was at the party. He confirmed some pretty concerning details. Like, for example, security wouldn't look at the bags of anyone entering the party, and this doesn't...
Dude, this has worse security than my fucking school, like, when I was a kid, man. They would make you leave your bags outside and you can't enter the gymnasium unless you had your bags outside. Like, what are we doing with that? That's literally basic bitch security. Like, you had to leave your bag outside. They don't give a fuck. You can have a phone in your pocket, but you can't bring the whole bag inside of the gymnasium. Yeah, that's literally no security at all. I'm just saying, that's basic bitch.
Surprised me one bit. How the QR codes you were given if your RSVP was accepted could be reused, so you could just send them to your friends and they could just reuse them infinitely.
Oh my god.
How the fire marshal actually did show up because the overcrowding became unbearable. And finally, how in last year's Las Vegas TwitchCon, there was a concerning group of people that would prowl around women and harass them, and now he had seen the same group at Blurp's party this year as well.
Again, that's hearsay and it's only one person, but that's still really scary to think about, yeah. Definitely very, very weird.
Overall, this situation is a complete and utter disaster. Every measure of security during this event was clearly just there for show. But I think the worst thing here, other than the fact that Blurp doesn't really seem to care, is that we still have no idea who caused this. This was a very exclusive VIP party full of top creators, most notably VTubers from Twitch. There was an entire RSVP list with a manual review process. Which one of these—
Yeah, a manual review with QR process that can, like... You shut up. Shut up. Anyway. Sorry. I think he came by again. What was I saying? Oh, the QR code being reused and then not having like a manual list? That's crazy.
These people snuck in with an extremely strong drug and got out without being caught. We don't know. And you sure as hell won't catch me drinking anything if I ever go to TwitchCon and hang out in a party. I don't know if Blurpy, whatever the hell his name is, ends up making a party in TwitchCon 2025, which will also be in San Diego, but I sure as hell hope that the security in that event will be more than just a decorative prop. Please stay safe out there, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.
Yuzu knew me talking about how that party was shit. Was it actually? I would believe them. They've gone to a lot of parties, like for TwitchCon in the last few years. Yeah. I definitely believe them if they said that.
Whatever that is. Love you. Mwah.
Damn, you sucks. You got roofies. Anyway, we had a lot of security. Hope that helps. Assassin's Creed guards, yeah. Twitch does not take like VTubers seriously, in my opinion.